Let's talk about speed of transfers when it comes to currency conversion. One of the most important things, especially when it comes to things like property purchases, that sort of thing. The reason being is that quite often there's a very definitive timeline that you need to work to. So here at Regency FX, it's one of the things that we are fully across at all times on behalf of our clients, which is super important. The last thing you want is a delay in your transfer, especially on a time-sensitive conversion. Now, generally speaking, if we think about what we refer to as vanilla currencies, this could be the likes of euros, pounds, dollars. Generally speaking, as long as you hit certain time frames, it's same-day transfer. In the UK, the normal cut-off time is either 2 or 2:30 p.m. As long as the conversions happened pre that, we can normally make sure that the funds are same-day transfer. Where it becomes a little bit more complicated is in the more exotic currencies. You could put in Saudi riyals, Arab Emirate dirhams, and yeah, pretty much anything of that nature. Kenyan shillings, another one, Ghanaian cedis. Then there is another complication that comes to the table, which is the receiving or the transferring bank. So in those situations, your dedicated account manager would always advise that you consider that and perhaps think about making the transfer earlier than you might necessarily need to. Now, that doesn't always work out. There is things like liquidity, i.e. do you actually have the funds available? But if you do, we would always advise just playing on the side of caution with those particular currencies. Now, if you're not liquid, that's when your dedicated account manager really kicks in and starts making sure that everything is going as seamlessly as possible, making sure that any required documents are on hand and ready to be utilised with the receiving or the transferring bank, so that we can make sure that your funds arrive at the correct time. As always, we would advise, do your due diligence, ask the question of whichever service you're using, bank, brokerage or app-based service, how quickly will my funds get transferred? And you should get a very clear, definitive answer. Thanks a lot.